Hello everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Thursday, October the 29th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to the room. It is 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. The room is open between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., Mondays to Fridays. I share my screen, I'm live on the mic. And in the email you're getting, you will see a link to my homepage. On my homepage, you will find promotional codes for discounts on subscriptions, monthly and yearly. You'll see a link for the trade of the week. You'll see webinar links and training video links, etc. Also, in the email you're getting, you will see a link now for the test drive. It's the official link for the test drive. So if you click on that, you'll be basically signing up for it. Now remember, you're pre-registering, so you will not get data until November the 9th, okay? The test drive runs from November the 9th to November 20th. Those are 2 full trading weeks, and it'll cost you $8.99, and you'll have access to our full premium service, okay? But again, what you're doing by clicking on that link and signing up, you're pre-registering, so don't expect to get data until then. Well, great day actually for me. We had some, got to show you a couple of the AI alerts and how one of the questions, not just I get, but we see all the time is, well, how do you use the AI? And, you know, there's no right or wrong way to use the AI. I can only tell you how I use the AI. And, you know, I don't take a lot of the AI alerts. First of all, I only like for me personally, I only like to zero in on the ones that are under $20, number one. So that eliminates, you know, it can eliminate quite a few. All right, so you see there's CRTO is there, and down here was TCDA, it was a short, okay? Now, the CRTO I did take. Now, one of the interesting things to me, and I'm just going to show you, there was the alert at 1503. I mean, look where this got to. I mean, this went to 1675. I mean, that's a tremendous run from 1503 all the way up to 1675 on a percentage basis. And what I liked about it is look how steady it was. These are 15-minute candles. There's the first one, the second one. And remember, at one point, this was a green candle all the way up there. So one of the interesting things that I found anyway is that when I do my pre-market work, and if you're in the, you know, I do open the room at 9 o'clock, so it's half an hour before the market opens, but we discuss a lot of the things that are happening in the pre-market. And one of the things I do go over is I check to see what sort of upgrades and downgrades there have been. And I did notice that CRTO had a couple of upgrades. You know, and so I sort of zero in on the stocks that have multiple upgrades, in other words, from different investment firms. And so I saw CRTO had multiple upgrades too. So I thought, okay, that's interesting. So I remember saying in the room, going to have to take a look at this, you know, check the chart out. Now, it wasn't really doing very much. Here's the pre-market. Wasn't really doing that much. But then also, the AI alerted to it. And so I really like that. I mean, I should show you another reason. If you look at the weekly chart, you see how much room it had. You know, I mean, the next highs over here were about 1640. Now remember, we're talking $15. So I thought, okay, the next highs on the weekly chart, far enough away. And if it could ever break through that, I mean, look at over here, 18. That's on a weekly chart. So I became very, very interested in this trade. And I didn't take it at 1503. If I had another time frame, you'd see it kind of, you know, rested a little bit, and then it popped. And I ended up taking this trade at 1521, actually, right here. 1521. I did sell some. I'm always one of these people, I'm just always a little worried about a whole number. See if it was going to get out through the whole number. So I did take some out at 1592, and I took some out at 1645, and then the last bit on the way down. So, you know, this just an excellent trade from the AI, and a lot of things had to happen. You know, for me to take this trade under $20, the weekly chart looked really good. I mean, that's really what I really wanted to see. Does it have room to move if I get into the trade? And so that's why I got it. Now the other one did not work out for me. I got in late. TCDA, and had horrible news pre-market. and the short was at 402. Now, at one point, it did get down to 376. Okay, so arguably, if you took the short at 402, you would have made some money before it popped up. I got in right around, I think it was right around here, 387, and then it started to move up, and I took a 7-cent loss on it. No big deal. Now the other one that I took, which we talked about in the room, was Tupperware. And Tupperware yesterday had tremendous response to its earnings release. You have to look at the weekly chart on it, or maybe the daily. Let me bring up the daily. Yeah, take a look at the daily chart on it. So you can see a massive gap here. And so we talk about this in the room all the time. A lot of stocks can have, a second day continuation off earnings. And certainly this is the case. I mean, this is another nice move off earnings. However, let me show this on a 2-minute chart. In the room, we also talk about these crosses. And maybe bring out the 5-minute chart. Might look a little different. Sorry, it's a little muddled. No, there it is, 33. No, it's a little muddled. I can't quite see where the cross is. Anyway, we talk about the 8 EMA crossing down below the 20 SMA. Okay, and that can give you a really interesting short, and that's exactly what happened up here. The cross happened just up here. I'm sorry, I can't show it clearly on the chart. It's up around here, 32.18. But again, I'm kind of always a little bit wary about that whole number. Will it break it? And so I ended up taking the short right underneath it, 32.97. I did cover some kind of quickly because again, this is a strong stock, so it could have easily bounced. And but now I'm still waiting. I took out some more. Just as it got up to 32, I was saying I would take out most of it, but I still have a little bit left just in case it wants to really collapse a lot more. And because it really doesn't have any support. I mean, it could in theory fall all the way down here. So, but that was a really nice short based on this cross, the 8 EMA crossing down below the 20 SMA. We see that a lot of patterns are like that. It also works on the long side. If the 8 EMA crosses above the 20 SMA, that can set up a potential long trade. And it doesn't really matter the time frame. The 2-minute will show it earlier than the 5-minute, which will show it earlier than the 15. The only problem, the 2-minute may not be as concise. I don't want to say concise. The higher the time frame when it happens, the more likely it will continue. The only problem is you could already have dropped 50 cents from the 2-minute cross. Maybe. So I think you're putting more odds in your favor on the higher time frames. But on the other hand, taking it on the 2-minute and putting a tight stop, basically putting it right where the cross was, which might only be 5 or 6 cents away, you could do it a couple of times. With commission so cheap, you could do that a couple of times, even if it doesn't work the first time or the second time, and then maybe it really starts to work. So anyway, we talk about that in the room a lot, these crosses, and it's amazing how well they do work. Okay, I do want to get back into the room, so I'm going to shut down this. And again, in the email you're getting, don't forget, you're going to have the test drive sign up. So one of the questions we get, probably the most often asked questions, is do you have a free trial? And we do not have free trials, but this is about as close as you're going to get. So again, for $8.99 for 2 full trading weeks with our premium service. And the other thing people ask, okay, what happens when it's over? When it's over, it's over. You don't have to worry. We don't put you into a subscription automatically. And this is also open for those of you who have a standard service right now. And if you wanted to try our premium, you can do so. It will cost the $8.99. And again, once it's over, we'll move you back to standard unless you say, hey, keep me at premium. All right, everybody, I do want to get back into the room, so I'm going to bring back the capture program. If any questions for me, you can use this email address, the link for the free room. I will open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.